What's going on, everybody? Hey, LKB, what are you doing tonight? Let me get to my computer or my channel here and I'll be able to see what everybody's saying a little bit easier. Hey, Stevie Miles Tyler, how are you tonight? Hey, JSR Reptiles, what's going on? All right, I'm back. There we go. Got to get my tea. How's everybody's week been doing? Or been going, I should say. Yeah, I've been busy since I've been off work, and we'll kind of go over that little thing here shortly. I'm doing good. Today's Friday, getting ready for the weekend, of course. Gonna have a busy weekend. Got some racks to build, got some snakes to move to the new racks, and just your typical feeding snakes on Saturday and cleaning rats on Sunday. What's everybody got planned for the weekend? Make sure you smash that like button. That way people can be notified and say, hey, we do have a live stream to go to because there's people seeing DER reptiles. So is anybody else breeding this year? Working on Saturday. That kind of sucks. I'm lucky. I got a Monday through Friday job, so I got every weekend off. I can't complain too much. But it wouldn't do any good if I did, so. Oh, you're getting a new snake on Tuesday. That is awesome. That is great. LKB's probably going to keep it under wraps until he shows it in his channel. What's going on, Jeff? Reptile events, Stevie, or what kind of events are they? Awesome. How are you doing, Jeff? I still can't get that beat out of my head that Becky and Andrew have on that phone. Every time you text or something, it makes that weird noise and says, "This is Jeff." Yeah, it's not my really favorite gene either. I'm kind of intrigued. Oh, okay. Yeah. Any gene's good. And, you know, you can take the genes that aren't really that great and put it with some other genes and make it even better. So all genes are equal in my opinion. Yes, there's some that stand out more than others, but they all have a place. So what's everybody's favorite morph? Single morph. So, let me unplug my phone here. Oh, sorry about that. All right. Yeah. Yeah, Orange Dream is awesome. All right, so Pied, I'm right along with you, Stevie. That's actually the morph that got me into ball pythons. Hey, Chucky, what's going on? So, ever since I've been off work, of course, I told you guys that I was going to be building a rack or two here in the future. Had all the supplies. I was just waiting for work to be able to cut my stuff for me. And that is what's left course, those are lids on the top and PVC on the bottom. And more legs over there. But this is what I did after work. That is a 10 tub, 28 quart rack. Only thing I don't like about these tubs, because I was thinking I was going to get the tubs that had this here. I had sunk in here. But instead, the tubs I picked up were the tubs that actually pop out at the bottom, like your 41 quart. So, that is what I really don't like about it right there. See that big gap? But I measured it, and that gap is about like that is. So I shouldn't have any problems. But we will see. So I bet you're wondering what is going to go in here. Yes, you can put a link to help DEA. That is fine. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Make sure we get some more viewers in here, and then we'll talk about it. So this is a 10 tub rack. Hey, KY Constrictors. So what I'm putting in here is I'm going to move all the giveaway snakes that are in this rack, because there's one here, 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 and here. And then we got two up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer this one that's not a giveaway, this one that's not a giveaway. I'm going to transfer that over to this male rack, and then transfer these into this rack along with those others. So this whole rack is going to be giveaway snakes. The other rack I'm going to be building, it's actually 11 tubs, and I'm going to be putting those females there in the other rack. So that is my plans. So by the time I get all said and done, that white rack right there, well, the melamine rack, that will be my quarantine rack, 100%. And then by the time I get everything moved and all that done, there'll be 2 tubs open here, and then in the other rack there's going to be, I think, 5 tubs open. So I'm excited to get those done. I'm ready to get out of that melamine rack and get into PVC 100% on all my racks. I still got to do the heat tape on that. And yeah, okay, let me get caught up on the messages here. All right, let's see here. Yes, go ahead and put that link to help DEA with the fire for Becky's mom and dad. How are you doing, Heather? Hey, Reagan, how you doing? Hey, Tone, what's going on? Hey, King Repty, what's happening? All right, as you guys have probably already heard, over at DEA Exotics, Becky's parents, the mom and dad, had a fire, and it was a tragedy. They lost everything. They got out and they got their bearded dragon out, but everything else they lost. So DEA is holding an auction, and there's several different breeders going on, adding snakes to this auction to help them out. And over at, I can't think of who it is. If you remember who's doing I think it's like BP Constrictors is doing a raffle on his channel to help him out. So go check him out. And what is that one? I was just watching somebody else that's putting up a pied, and and a HEPPide, put them together to go out. Somebody in Texas. Yeah, BP Collector. That's who has one. And who was the other one? It was someone. Oh, LSR. Lone Star Reptiles is actually putting a male. I think it's a male pied and a female het pied duo in the auction also. So head on over to DEA, show them some love. We need to support them. They support everybody in the reptile community, so everybody in the reptile community needs to support them. And to answer your question, Tone, yes, I did design it and I built it myself. And the reason I said I designed it is because I designed it like I designed my 41 quart rack, and I'll show you what I mean. A lot of people take their heat tape and they do this all the way down. And then there's others that will put a strip and then, individualize it or link them all together. So what I did was I had all my PVC cut on a router, okay? And then I had this section here routed out 1/8 of an inch, okay? That way I set the heat tape in here. I'll tape it down around the outside edges, and then this won't even touch it when it goes over it. And the clips kind of use it as a backstop. But I will have a piece here to stop it because I'm using a big extension because every level is going to be on its own. So the reason I do that is because, for instance, this is an example. I got 8 giveaway snakes. There's 10 racks, or 10 tubs. So I'm going to have 2 open tubs. So the bottom 2 tubs will not be used. So I will unplug them from the surge protector, and I'm good to go. So I'm not using any extra electricity than I have to. So that's what I'm going to do. And I will be running both racks off of one thermostat, which is a Herbstat 2, which I'm actually running these 2 racks on it now. I will just transfer it over to the new racks. So as you can tell, I am going to have a busy night because I'm going to finish getting this one up and running, and I'm hoping to get the other one built tonight. This here took me a couple hours to do. So, and that was basically from single like that to put it up. And the reason why I like doing it like this is because it's just like you go to Walmart, you buy a bookshelf, you have to put it together at home. Everything's already pieced out. How you have to do it, you just got to put it together. That's the way this is. And I'm using PVC, so I do not have to drill holes. I just put the screws right through and it goes easy that quick. Babies are doing great. I'm going to feed tomorrow. And let me see if I can pick Zach's up here. His did eat. Come here, bud. Here is Zach's. I haven't got a hold of him yet. King Repti, I bet you're wondering how yours is doing. So let's take a look at your female. I got my PVC at Home Depot. He hissed, but I thought he was going to bite me, but he's hissing awful bad. It's okay. It's okay. There's your baby. He's a hisser. He is a hisser. Just to let you know. I will try to work with him to help him out. Okay, so I did get word. I will show you the 2 that will be auctioned off after they have their first couple meals. One of them already has had a meal. The others have not, or the other has not. So let me see if I can get this guy out. This is a male. This is a male, and this will be one of the ones in the auction. And the proceeds to this auction will go to help TNT Balls. And that is a male normal. He's staying balled up. I don't want to bother him too much because I do want him to eat tomorrow. And they call them ball pythons for that reason. Everybody is doing good. Now, let's take a look at the female that will be in the auction too. And the way that's going to work is whoever buys the snake will have to pay for shipping. And there's either one or two ways they can do it. Is they could either send me the money for the snake and the shipping, and I will give the money, I'll send the money to TNT, or you can send the purchase price to him and send the shipping to me. Either which way is fine. But this is the female classic. This one has had one meal. Tomorrow, I'm pretty sure she's going to eat again. But, yeah. I've been kind of leaving these guys alone because I don't want to bother them too much because I want them to start eating before I mess with them a lot. But the only one that really hisses a lot is the one for King Repty. Hey, Ed, what's going on? Sorry I didn't text you before I went live, but hey, you're here. That's all that matters. But let's go ahead and go check on them eggs. Oh, and that thermometer and hydrometer that I got, I would not recommend it for an incubator. The reason I say that is you put it in the incubator, it goes blank. You take it out, and it comes back on. Too much humidity and heat, evidently. So there's the eggs. Looking good. Everything's looking good. I'm ready to cut them. So, rats are doing good. As you can tell, they're eating like crazy. But, whatever does not get ate out of these 3 tubs will be euthanized. There's probably going to be quite a few in these other racks that are going to be euthanized also. If there's smaller ones that need to be grown up, then I'll put them over there and I'll grow them up. I'm going to euthanize the small ones. Hey, Reese's Pythons, what's going on? So those of you that has not seen it yet, I just kind of went over it a little bit. There is my 28-quart rack that I just got through building. That is going to hold all of those guys right there. All right, so I'm going to go back over here to the computer. That way I can start seeing who is talking. Oh, we're down to 7 people. All right, so let's see here. All right, let me go back up here. I need to see what you guys are saying because I know... Okay, BB Collector, brilliant ideas, a good guy, and that man is a sweet snake. Awesome idea. How are the babies doing? I already showed you. Where did you get your PVC? I got my PVC at Home Depot. It was about, with tax, $73 a sheet. That's how I do it. Plus, if you ever had to replace the heat tape, all you got to do is replace a certain section. Exactly. Yeah, all boas are hissers. Reagan, you guys use thermostats, right? What are you up to tonight, Ed? Yeah, I'm ready for ball python breeding. Driving to work. You're always driving to work. Do you ever work? Do you ever get out of your vehicle? Let's see here. So let me show you what heat tape I use. I'll kind of go over what I use. I actually have more ordered right now. Feels like I live in my truck. I know the feeling. So, the heat tape I'm going to be using on that rack is this. It's 11-inch heat tape. You might say, Donnie, that's too much. Well, in reality, it's not. And the reason why I'm using 11-inch is because I'm going to cut it off here, and I'm only going to be using like 6 inches of it. So it's going to be like there's a 6-inch strip in the back. So it's not an 11-inch strip, it's actually a 6-inch strip on the back of the tub. So I can get a lot of tub use out of each one of these. Yeah, I've been in that situation. I had today. Yeah, I need to go to the dentist too, but we won't talk about that. And then the clips I use, it's these little connectors here. I would do it on here, but I don't have pliers, so I use a hammer and it would be loud. But all you do with those clips, I'll go ahead and show you now, Reagan. So all you do with those clips, this here, what I will do is I will cut out a little bit here. That way, when I put this clip on, the metal section, just like that. I fold this over, and then I'll use a hammer to hammer it down to get intact because it punches through the plastic into the metal. And after you make sure that's all good, you have these, which actually go together. There's a top and a bottom. Let me see if I can find a bottom. Okay, here we go. These go together like this over this to protect it. So let me show you a final product. That way you'll see what I'm talking about. See if I can get in here and show you one. Pull this girl here open. All right, so let me get back in. Well, actually, I can turn the camera around and do it this way. That way I can see it. All right, see right there? Sorry, it's kind of dark, but see right there? That's that clip I was talking about. It's protecting protecting it. So that's basically how it's going to look on my new rack. And this is working great on this one. That's why I'm redoing it, or I'm doing it the same on the other one. Now, as you can tell, you can see kind of an outline where there was something here. Well, that was because... And now if you look, when I push this back, it kind of rides on that, which takes it off of the heat tape. So if we go down here, you can see I used to run the tape over this, but I was getting the bottom of the tub was catching right here and cutting the tape. So what I did was I came in here, took a knife, sliced this, and peeled this top part off, but it's still stuck to the bottom here. So I'm going to save that trouble and do that from the get-go on the other rack. All right. Yeah, it works out great. I mean, I'm happy with it. I'm even considering putting my pied back in, my female pied back into a tub, so I can do away with one of my tanks. But if the butterfly keeps eating like she didn't eat last week because she was in shed. So if she eats this week and keeps eating, then I'm going to keep her in the tank because she needs to eat. So, and if that means her staying in the tank to eat, then I'm going to. Alright, which, one reason why I have 11 tubs in that other rack is because I might be moving some of the snakes that are in there over to the new rack because I need some open racks or open tubs in there. Yep, sure do. So how does everybody been liking the videos I do on Mondays and Wednesdays? Do you like the Monday, Wednesday videos and then the Friday, Sunday lives? Is that working out okay for everybody? Hatchling rack is easy. It's easier than these racks I'm building here. The reason why I say that, let me take these off. All right. This is not my rack I built. This is a Sea Serpents rack, but this does not have the 3-inch heat tape in the back. This actually has back heat. Now, this rack would be very easy. This rack would be very easy to replicate. The reason I say that is you just need the length, the width, times however many height or how many rows you want to do, and then your side pieces on however high you want to go, and then you need a back piece. Now, you're asking back heat. How's the best way to do the back heat? Well, I had to replace the back heat in this. So, and this is the first time me using back heat, but it seems to be working out just fine. I like bottom heat, but back heat for babies I think is fine. That is my back heat. And it's working out great. Holds heat fine. Reese's, my day was good. It didn't get over soon enough. I knew I knew all day that my night was going to be long. I know tomorrow's going to be long, and I know Sunday's going to be kind of a relaxing day, so I'm very happy about that. And, of course, those of you just joined, that white rack in the middle of the floor is the one I just got through building today. I got one more to build. That is a 10 tub. I'm building an 11 tub also. All right. The way you rotate live streams and videos are perfect. Awesome. I'm glad you like them. How's it going, Platinum Scale Reptiles? How many tub hatching rack did you build, Heather? Hey, Savannah. I'm getting down to you. Sorry. How's it going, Savannah? It's going okay. It's I'm glad it's the weekend. And yeah, holds 24 right now. Awesome. Is it 3 tubs across and 8 high? Yeah, I was trying to design a hatchling rack and had a great idea. I just didn't know how to pull it off without being a pain in the butt to put together. Six across, 4 high. Do you have any braces in the middle for the 6 tubs? So it won't bow? And did you make it out of what, melamine or PVC? I got to show you a snack that I bought. I just wanted to try it out because they're new. Well, I say they're new. I've never had them before. I'm pretty sure you guys have already seen them. And that's the Cheez-It Grooves. Those things are pretty cool. Pretty good. So, if I decide to do it, that is going to be taken down, and that pied, female pied, is going to be put in the 11 tub rack that those legs are going for, and that the rest of those boards are going for. So, I'll take that one down. What I might do is lower this down and then put that hatchling rack up on there. That way I can kind of make space a little bit. And then I can drop this one down and then just put that up there as storage. Something happened here. What's going on? Okay. My computer's all spazzing out on me. Yeah, I'm ready to get the all those snakes in that hatchling rack up there into the bigger tubs. They need it. Hopefully the rest of them that are off feed will go back on feed. Alright, so, let's see. I need a hatchling rack, but I don't know if I should buy or build. Does anyone know any cheap hatchling racks? How many tubs for it? I picked up an 8-foot PVC cage on Craigslist for $70. I shouldn't say no brace, but it has a brace across the back on the shelf it sits on. Okay. Are you using back heat or are you using bottom heat? It all depends on how many tubs you're looking for in the hatchling rack. I can give you some prices and actually show you the hatchling racks that they're there. Okay, here we go. Unplug this again. All right, so this rack here, is belly heat, and I'm just going to go ahead and open up this. You made a mess. Well, he made a mess, but I'm not going to clean his tub up yet because he might be moving tonight. But as you can tell, this is a V18 rack. Good for hatchlings. It does have back heat back there. Or belly heat, sorry. Belly heat. And that rack is $230 from Sea Serpents. Now, the next rack, yeah, especially because they are big for those tubs, as soon as I put them in these other racks, or this other rack, it won't do that. Yeah, I like belly too. So it's actually $230. Now, this one here that's got 18 tubs from Sea Serpents, you can do belly or back. If you wanted back, you'd have to tell him because he sends them all belly heat. And it is $280. Let me flip this camera around and I will show you what I'm talking about. So this is that 18 tub rack right there. And then this is the one that's up there. They also have this one, which is a V18 for that. And then they got a little 9 tub for like $175, which is the same tubs as that one. But Chris does a great job. I like his racks, and I don't plan on, getting rid of them. Even if I upgrade later on to professional racks, aka Freedom Breeder or ARS racks, I'm probably going to go with the ARS racks, but I don't know when that'll be. But I'm going to leave these, keep these, and I can use all of this as a quarantine setup. So I'll have plenty of tubs for quarantine. Yes, as far as who all's still here, seems like we lost a lot of people. Oh, sounds like it's going to rain. So who all do we still have here? Heather's here, okay. We went from 11 down to 3 real quick. So what snake do you want to see, Heather? I'll pull one out for you. Trying to get my phone plugged in here so I can charge. There we go. Surprise you. Let's see here. Trying to find one that I haven't shown in a while. I got one. I will be right back. Got one. Here we go. This girl is finally back on food. I don't show her off very much. I didn't want to bother her because she was off of food. So what do we have here, guys? Super Mojave, exactly. Now, I've said it before. I keep having issues with this thing playing my video. Alright, so I've said it before. And I'm going to ask you guys, see if you guys paid attention. What am I going to do with this girl? What is my first project for her? I'm glad she's finally back on food. Yeah, you're okay, little girl. Yes. She's actually had that little scar right there on her since she's a baby. Nope, not to make bells. I'm gonna make and see if you guys know this. I know one exactly, Heather, cherry bombs. Breed her to an albino. Make all Mojave head albinos. And then breed them together. And hopefully get me a cherry bomb out of the deal. So, that is my plans for Mrs. Pearl Hart. I got her from... Don't forget I got dibs on one of those bombs. You know, Ed, that I'm going to hold back a couple, probably. One or two. Yeah, you don't see many cherry bombs out there. They're hard to make. I will get there, though. I will get there. Let's weigh her and see what she's weighing in at, because she did drop some weight. I'm kind of nervous about putting her in a 28-quart tub because of how long she was off food, and she's been back on food for the past couple weeks. Alright, let's see how much this little girl weighs. I remember her when she was little. Come on, let me have my hand back, lady. $1,085 grams. So yeah, she was about 1,100, and then she lost a couple hundred grams, but she's back on food, so she's gaining them back. So that is good. Oh, watch out, girl. Here you go. And of course, I cannot show off snakes without showing off this girl. My high contrast female albino. Let's go ahead and see how much this girl weighs. She's been pounding medium rats. I might try to feed her a couple smalls this week so I can maybe feed her some live. She is at 1,267 grams. She is heavier than she's ever been right now. That is a great sign. 1,200 grams. I am so happy about that. I'm going to try to feed her some live this week, feed her some live tomorrow, and maybe she'll take 2. I'm going to try not to feed frozen thawed this week unless just some of them just don't eat, and then I'll try it. But I think she'll take a live, no problem. She's a sweetheart, as you can tell. She's my baby. She is my baby. Gotta love Bonnie. I'll clean your tub here a little bit. Okay? Stinks. Alright, let me see what males I can bring out. Everybody loves a good old banana. Thanks for watching, Platinum Scale. Everybody loves a good old banana. This is my male banana. He's off food right now. And I think I know why, but I haven't. There's a lot of potassium in it. I gotta get a paper towel because what I'm about ready to do is probably gonna squirt all over me. Because I got a feeling I may know why he's off food. Come on, cooperate, little guy. $685 is what he weighs, so yeah, I bet he's popping sperm plugs. If I can get him to cooperate. Come on, cooperate. Yep, he's popping sperm plugs. And that's why he's off food. He's wanting to... Let me get one of the babies because it's a little bit easier For some reason, bigger ones, it's hard for me to pop a snake. Let me see if I can get one of the smaller ones. Hang on. That one's a hisser, so let's do this one. Hi. Oh, quiet. 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 No need to hiss. All right, so this one last week we marked as a male. So let's go ahead, and how I do it is I pop them. Popping method. Now look at his underneath. Look at that. Look at them tracks. The mom is a possible het pied. To me, that's a het pied there. But I don't know. So, what I do, see if I can get this guy to cooperate. Come on, bud. Hold here. Put a little pressure here. You don't want to cooperate. That I'm not for sure, Reagan. All right, this will work. All right, so you bend the tail down, put pressure here, and then roll the tail. Yep, male. See the two little hemipenes there? That is a male. So I believe we sexed it right last week. Yes, we did. Now, last week, this was a female. Let's make sure she's still a female. See if I can get this one to pop as good as I did the last one. Be nice to me, I know. Alright, let's look here. Again, hold pressure here. Bend the tail down a little bit and roll. And as you can see, no hemipenes. That is a female. Yep, that's a female. And see this tail underneath? There's no tracks. So I think that one is going to be a het pied. I don't want to hold my breath though because I have not proved the one in there to be a het pied yet. Burn, burn, baby, burn. Yeah, he had a nice clean belly, and the markers on the side down by his tail was long. I'm thinking that was a het pied, but I don't know. I cannot say one way or another because I have not proven the mother out. I plan on proving her out next year when my male pied gets big enough. Because I'm going to put him to work with my possible het pied, my het pied girl, and Probably my pied female. No, I need, yeah, because my killer pied het pied, my killer bee het pied is not big enough to breed, I don't believe. So, I'm probably going to put my male pied to my female pied. But if the killer bee het pied is big enough, then I'm putting him to the pied. Because I want a visual to a het. I do not want any het to het. Because I want all the babies 100% het pieds if they're not pieds. Easier to sell that way. I'm not the type of person to say, hey, almost time to work out the breeding plan for the year. Yeah, it is. I still got some of mine breeding though, so I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. I know what I got coming after first of the year if I hold off that long. But we'll see what happens. I'll just put it this way. 4 breeders. Yep. But I still got to get a male for one of them females. I've heard a lot of breeders use October, November through. Like they start cooling down, I think it's November, maybe October. And then they start warming the temps back up in like April or March. I would like to be able to breed year round. That way I have, clutches throughout the year. Kind of alternated, if you will. That way I don't have 100 babies and then nothing. I think it runs through March, April, and then they lay eggs in May, June, and July. I'm not sure. Who all in here that breeds does temperature drops? How would I go about it? Is just not breathe, because my temperatures are the same year round. So that kind of helps me out. The reason I say that is if I drop temperatures, it tries to get those females into the breeding cycle. Yes, I could have my breeders go in different racks or set it up with different thermostats in the same rack because of how I have my rack set up. But I'm going to do no temperature drops because I haven't, and I've had successful clutches, so I'm fine. But that would allow me the chance to, okay, I want to breed this female, and this female. But I'm not going to breed these other females. I'm just going to keep pumping them full of food. And then maybe when they go into ovulation, the ones I was breeding goes into ovulation, or when they lay, I could start the other ones in the breeding cycle. But I don't know. This is my second season, so I'm already have more eggs than I did my first season. 100% hatch rate so far. Hey, Balls by JP, what's going on? My room temperature is 78, 79 degrees. Oh, I'm just doing the live stream and building snake racks. Too late. Sorry. No, you guys are not boring. I'll put it that way. Exactly. Breed year round, you get babies year round. That way, you know, if it works out right, you're not having to feed all of your snakes at one time because some of them will be off food while they're breeding. That's a win-win situation. Especially when you get starting to get a big collection. But I know, well, I would love for someone to put out information making it simple for up and corners, up and comers. How do you go about breeding year round? Yeah, I agree. I know I've seen a couple of videos, but I don't remember who put them up. Maybe when I grow and have a bigger collection, I may do the whole lower the temperatures and do it that way. That way all my snakes will lay at once, but we'll see. And of course, might look through JKR's videos. I want to say he covers it. He might have. Oh, and an update. I probably already said this in a vlog, but I'm going to say it again because I was happy about it last week. So let's cover to see what I was happy about. So as you know, I do feed live. But that what did you call it? Genetic blackback actually ate last week. Hopefully she'll continue to eat because she needs to gain some weight because I want to breed her. But I don't think I'm going to breed her this year. I may hold off till next year, but if she keeps eating like she does, then I'll breed her. But yeah. Somebody shed. I knew they was in shed, but somebody shed. Let's see who it is. Hey there, girly. This girl is getting big. This is my female black pastel 100%, or no, not 100%, sorry, possible het for pie. But if you look on her tail, she definitely has some pied markers. So I think she's going to prove out. I got a male pied ready to go, but she is not quite up to size. Let's see how big she is. See if I can get her to cooperate with me. Or if I'm going to have to get a tub. Come on. Go back. Go back. Go back. Nope. 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 There you go. There you go. 795 grams. She's gained a lot of weight since I've had her. She's a beast. But look at that gold color on her. Yep, you're just beautiful, aren't you? All right. I hate it when you have cuts on your hands and then you use hand sanitizer. Let you know where all your cuts are. That figures, they normally do that. I've had several females this year go off of food, but they went right back on, so I was happy. Well, I can't say they went right back on, but now they are back on food. All but one, but she wants African sulfur rats. And I'm working on getting a colony of them. It won't let you post the link? Yeah, that's how Bonnie, my albino, was. She was pumping food right and left, right and left, right and left, and then all of a sudden one day, no more. Finally, several months later, she ate once, then she would stop. Then she would eat again, then she would stop. And now she's eating every week. Heather, do you feed frozen thawed or do you feed live? Hang on a minute, JP. All right, repost, JP. JP. There you go. Okay, now try to post that link. Bingo. Thanks for the heads up, Ed. Same here, Heather. Same here. But I do have frozen thawed. No problem, JP. I gotta make one other person a mod. She really deserves it. Okay. That's all the mods I'm gonna make. Wonder who that next person's gonna be. I guess we'll see sooner or later. The more you talk, the more you'll find out. There you go. I feed frozen thawed to 2. Oh, okay. Do you euthanize your stuff or do you buy your frozen thawed? I'd like all mine to eat live. Oh, I got a question for you, Heather. What kind of bedding do you use? Hey, what's going on, Stevie? Welcome back. Oh, okay. Just the person I want to ask. Okay, now, you use ReptiChip and you feed live. I know I use paper and I feed live, and I have to clean the paper up because of when the rats are in there, they poop. How do you deal with that with the ReptiChip? I got this from Walmart. But here's what I plan on doing, and I seen this on a video on YouTube. Let me pull it up. It is a CO2. But my question is, when you put the rats in there and say they don't eat, that rat poops and pees. How can you tell where that poop and pee is in that RiptaChip? CO2. I actually saw a video on how to fill CO2 cartridges or CO2 tanks with dry ice. That's pretty brilliant. Let me see here. What is it? A paintball gun CO2 tank. You can get these at you can actually, let me unplug my phone again. Put something on top of it so my wire won't fall. Okay, so I'll just flip the camera around this way so I can see what I'm doing. You can get tanks like this or that. See how that's got that valve on there? You can hook a hose to there, run it to your euthanizing chamber, and then have another hose come out and go into a bottle of water. That way you can actually adjust the amount of CO2 that you're using, and you can have a steady stream. But the thing I don't like about using this is if you even barely pull it, it puts out a lot of pressure. Now with that, you turn it and it slowly puts it out. And make it a lot easier. So I want to try to see if I can find one at a decent price and get one. Or I could just get one of one of these and use that. That would work perfect also. But we'll see. You work for Argus companies. They work for football games and music. Oh, okay. That's cool. I've been using dry ice in a container inside of a large container I'm coaling in, but it's messy sometimes. Yeah, I bet it is. I like that you can control the amount of CO2 being put in. Yes, correct. And plus you can put a steady flow in it. Like do it for 15 or 20 seconds, turn it off, wait 30 seconds, and then give them another dose. Instead of just pumping it and the top of the container will do this. But it works. And the one I seen using one of them tanks, they had a connector actually on the side of the tub and another connector with the hose out. They didn't just poke the whole hose through and then glue it or tape it. They actually had a metal connector, which I also like that idea. I'm going to try my new smaller CO2 euthanization chamber this weekend. My new one. Let me see if I can find it. Hopefully this don't take off. Yes, I found it. This. There you go, Balls by JP. That's the video. He actually describes exactly what to do. Oh, did I see DEA said he's in the house? Hey, DEA, what's going on? Hopefully, people that was in here earlier, I told them about the situation, DEA, and I sent them your way. Hey, Andrew, when are you guys going to do a Rat Room update? Or have you and I just missed it? You're welcome. I missed the rats, what is it? The Rats of Our Lives or something like that? Well, tell Becky we need another episode of Rats of Our Lives. Ed, she's talking about Rats of Our Lives. I was asking DEA, I was asking Andrew when they're going to do another edition of that for their rats. I miss seeing the rats. I think I hear rain. Let's go see if it's raining outside. Yeah, that's what you were saying. You said something about they chewed another water line. I haven't had any chew any of my water lines yet. I guess I've been lucky. At the beginning, I had tubs being chewed, but not lately. Yep, it's raining. Don't mind the patio. I gotta clean it up. It's raining. My car's getting a car wash. This is my updated rat euthanization chamber. I drilled a hole right there by my thumb so I can poke the hose in there, run it to a bottle of water, put the CO2 that way. Works great. On a dummy run anyway. No, the one I did a video on, I think, was this one. And I didn't really care for that too much. My update is this one. I may have done a video on this one. Yeah, I think I did. But yeah, this one I just tested out. Didn't have any rats in it. Seems to work great. I'm not even gonna hot glue this hole here. I just poked it in, poked the hose in because it's a tight fit. Worked just fine. Yeah, they both have tire things in it, but I just popped it out. But yeah, we'll test that out probably Sunday. Do that after I clean the rats, or as I'm cleaning the rats. And I don't know, Andrew, how you guys are running your water lines. I don't remember. But this is how I do mine. To where the only thing that they can even reach is right here. It's over top instead of underneath. Everybody's wanting to come say hi. But the majority of them, and them will not be here anymore after Sunday. Unfortunately. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright guys, I'm gonna jump off of here. I think it's Feely is getting ready to go live. I gotta get back to building my rack, or finishing up that rack so I can get my snakes moved over so they can kind of get used to their new home before I feed them tomorrow. I want everybody to eat, so I got to do that. And I got to move some stuff around. It's going to be a late night for me. But I will have it done. And then tomorrow I'm going to start building my other rack. My other stuff will be here for the other rack tomorrow, so hopefully finish it up tomorrow also. And Sunday, hopefully I'll be able to show you guys an update on how that corner is going to look. So I got a lot to do, little time to do it. Glad everybody came by and watched. Make sure you head on over to DEA, help him out, send him some love. I won't hurt myself too much. PVC is pretty light. But I will be careful. Anyway, remember, take care, be careful, and I will see you guys Sunday. Have a great weekend.